Welcome back to this channel, and I really do appreciate it when you come back here and watch my videos. And right here I'll be sharing with you my long-term review of this bag. No, not this one, not this one. I don't have this bag. This one's too expensive, too fancy, too big, too small, too colorful. This one, the PGYtech OneMo backpack. Now that I've been using this bag for about 18 months, even though 12 of those months were not very eventful, but I still managed to use it a few times and take it out with me on a few trips. So I just want to tell you, here are some of my thoughts of how this bag performed for about a year. Some of the things that I like about this bag and some of the things that I really didn't enjoy. So let's just get started. This bag was pretty comfortable for the most part. I do wish that it has a proper waist strap so you can take a little bit of load off my back on my shoulders. Because as we all know that it does claim that it has a waist strap, but it looks really inadequate, cheap, and a bit rushed to be honest. But in saying that, there is a sternum strap, which is nice. Still not a waist strap though. Durability for this bag is also okay. There is definitely some wear and tear, just like anything else in the world. The material of this bag is pretty durable as well. Not much scratch or scuffs after carrying it around Japan and through Melbourne. And I also carried it to different jobs. But I do have to mention that there is a little bit of a tear, I think, on the strap where it's holding onto the bag. I don't know if this is supposed to happen, but just putting it out there, there's a little tear there. So if you have this bag, let me know if this is the same for you or it's just for me because my bag is just too heavy most of the time. The zippers are also pretty durable. Nothing felt loose or coming apart. Everything is holding on pretty strong. I do like the security loop for each of the zippers. And one of the biggest questions is this bag big enough? And the simplest answer to that question is, it depends on you really. But for me, this bag is just big enough. It is just big enough for me when I'm traveling, so I will just be carrying one camera, 2 lens, 2 GoPro, a few extra spare batteries, and snacks and jumpers and water bottles. Obviously all this is just going to fit in the bag anyway. And one of the bigger questions is this bag big enough for a holiday or travel photography? And the answer to that question is obviously it depends on you. How much camera gear are you planning to carry? And how much are you planning to shop? When I was traveling, this bag was definitely big enough. I can actually just expand the front compartment to fit more things if I really need to. So that is one feature that I really enjoyed about this bag, the expandable compartment. With the expander, it does make the bag look a bit weird, but who cares? It's a bag and it fits. And the other question would be, is this bag big enough for work? So I'm going to assume that you're either a photographer or a videographer. Now, if you're planning to do some photography gigs and you need to bring one camera with maybe 3 lenses, then this bag will definitely fit everything. You can even put flashes in there and a bunch of batteries and a bunch of other accessories that you need to bring with you. However, if you're using this bag for a video gig where you'll need to bring 2 cameras, a bunch of lenses, and a bunch of audio equipment, then this bag might be a little struggle. But in saying that, I managed to fit everything in there. It really depends on how bulky your equipment are and how smart you are with the space. So for my bag, I managed to squeeze in 2 camera body, about 6 lenses, some microphones, and an audio recorder. Oh, and a laptop in the very inconvenient compartment, which I will probably mention somewhere in this video. So what are my thoughts on some of the camera access in this bag? I think I mentioned this a few times in my previous review videos, and I gotta say not much has changed. The one thing I disliked earlier and I still dislike is the laptop compartment. I do wish that the laptop compartment is separate from the camera section, partially because it is actually pretty difficult to access your laptop when it's all stuck with your camera gear. Now we start talking about access, let's talk about other access. I don't think you'll be able to pull a camera out from the side access if you have a battery grip attached to it. I have a Sony A7III and it's with a cage, and that is already pretty difficult to pull through. So if you have a battery grip, it's pretty unlikely that you'll fit through that little gap. And about the side access, I love the fact that the access is on the right hand side when you're carrying the bag, because for some reason I just like to pull the camera out with my left hand opposed to my right hand. I don't know, it's just me. Some of the extra features that I actually use would be the little pocket on the strap. I don't know, I just love this little strap pocket. I pretty much use it to store everything and anything. Anything from coins to battery to any little gadget like earphones. Those little battery pockets, I do use them to store batteries when I'm out on a job or out on a trip. I do use it to store batteries, but I do forget to change the little indicators from red to green when they're used. I think one thing I need to mention is where will I actually take this bag and where will I actually use it? And I think that's actually pretty important. Because I've been going on a lot of hikes during COVID and also because we can't travel, I was actually pretty reluctant with carrying this bag out into the bush. Not because it'll get damaged from getting scratches and all those scuffs. It just doesn't feel right to carry this bag into the outback. Also because I sweat a lot and I don't want the strap to be collecting all my sweat. But yeah, this bag, I only use it for travel and for any paid gigs that I'll be using within the city and not outside of that. If you want to know what kind of camera bag I use when I go hiking, that's probably a video for another day. So let me know in the comment below if you want to see that. More than happy to share, just let me know. So to conclude this video, this is still a pretty good bag in my opinion and for the price. And I hope that this video helped you to get a little bit more insight of this bag. And no, I am not sponsored by anyone. And no, this is not the best bag on the market. But it depends on what you want to do with this bag and it might be perfect for what you need it for. Anyways, I think I've talked enough. I hope this video helped you and I'll see you next time.